This video is sponsored by RKDF University, Radisson Blue.
Good morning, I'm Vitushi Agarwal and you're watching News Flash. Today is the 16th of July and we have a lineup of crucial stories touching every corner of the globe, from the latest developments in politics to groundbreaking advancements in technology. Researchers have discovered a significant underground cave on the moon, accessible from the surface, which could serve as a prime location for a future lunar base. The cave can be reached through an open pit in the Mare Triangularis Sea of Tranquility, where Apollo 11 astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin first landed over 50 years ago. Facing growing criticism over a massive security failure, the US Secret Service on Monday vowed to cooperate with an independent review after the shooter was allowed to open fire on Donald Trump. President Joe Biden told NBC News on Monday that it was a mistake to say he wanted to put a bullseye on Republican nominee Donald Trump. He argued that his opponent's rhetoric was more incendiary and warned that Trump remained a threat to democratic institutions. Today is a defining day globally. In the US, all eyes are on the ongoing 2024 Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where former President Donald Trump is attending just days after a massive assassination attempt. Meanwhile, the Indian Meteorological Department has issued several warnings of heavy rainfall across the subcontinent. Ending months of suspense, former US President Donald Trump named J.D. Vance as his running mate on Monday. The announcement of Vance's vice presidential nominee coincided with Trump's formal election as the Republican Party's presidential nominee at the ongoing Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Alice Guo, the mayor of Bamban town in the Philippines, has seen her fortunes plunge dramatically. Once praised for her policies, Guo is now on the run, facing allegations of being a Chinese spy. An arrest warrant has been issued against her, but police have been unable to execute it as she has gone into hiding. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni is planning to restart the country's nuclear power program, but the skepticism among the people remains a roadblock that her government would need to overcome. The European Union is considering plans for foreign ministers to skip a meeting in Budapest due to anger over Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban's visit to Russian President Vladimir Putin, diplomats said on Monday. Now, the EU Foreign Affairs Chief Joseph Borrell may prevent ministers from going to Hungary by scheduling another meeting in Brussels at the same time. It is time for a break now. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
इस तरह आरकेडीएफ विश्वविद्यालय राज्य और देश के आधुनिक और उच्च विश्वविद्यालयों में से एक है।
RKDF यूनिवर्सिटी, ये है RKDF यूनिवर्सिटी।
RKDF University, a world-class university. Education glorifies nation.
Georgian President Salome Zurabishvili on Monday requested the country's top courts to annul the controversial foreign influence law. Now, the law initiated by the ruling Georgian Dream Party and adopted in May has sparked massive protests and condemnation from the West, with critics warning it could hinder Tbilisi's bid for EU membership. Former US President Donald Trump described the survival of the assassination attempt at the Pennsylvania rally as a miracle. During a packed rally in Butler, a 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks fired 8 rounds from an AR-15 towards Trump. One bullet struck the upper part of Trump's ear, leaving blood covering half of his face. Hamas clarified that it has not withdrawn from ceasefire talks in the Gaza Strip. This statement comes after reports suggested that Hamas had pulled out of negotiations following an Israeli airstrike targeting Mohammed Deif, the group's military chief in southern Gaza. Kenya has been in turmoil for 4 weeks as demonstrators led by young Gen Z activists protest against deeply unpopular tax hikes. Despite President William Ruto bowing to several demands of the protesters, he remains under significant pressure. One Kenyan newspaper has hailed the movement as people power. 5 security personnel, including an army officer, sustained critical injuries during a gunfight with terrorists in the forested area of Doda district, Jammu and Kashmir on Monday night. The encounter began when troops from Rashtriya Rifles and the Special Operations Group of Jammu Kashmir Police initiated a joint cordon and search operation at Thari Gote, Urarbagi. The Archaeological Survey of India submitted a comprehensive scientific survey report of the disputed Bhojshala Kamal Maula Mosque complex to the Indore bench of the Madhya Pradesh High Court on Monday. ASI's counsel Himanshu Joshi delivered the extensive report spanning over 2,000 pages to the High Court's registry. India's merchandise exports increased to $35.2 billion in June from $34.32 billion a year earlier, driven by higher shipments of engineering goods and commercial vehicles, according to data from the Commerce Ministry. Meanwhile, merchandise imports in the country rose to $56.18 billion during the same month. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar emphasized the need to identify and punish perpetrators, facilitators and financiers and sponsors of terrorism, labeling them as threats to regional and global peace. His remarks, in a veiled reference to Pakistan, underscored the importance of combating terrorism, separatism and extremism as top priorities within the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. That's all for the headlines of the day. For more updates, download the app and keep watching Rhythm.